Got some appropriate socks on tonight for movie night.
Last time I wore these shoes, I got like 3 compliments from girls.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look very fly for a white guy. Alright, so we're about to go check out the Belko Experiment right now. You excited?
Yeah.
That means, yeah, we're going to check it out. Hopefully it's pretty gory. I'm looking for all gore, no story.
All employees, lend me your full attention.
Hey, it's Jesus.
Your chance of survival increases by following my orders. Your task is simply this. Kill 3 of your co-workers, or we will kill 6 others. Stage 1. Commence.
Alright, so what do we think of the movie? Fresh out of watching the Belko Experiment, what do we think?
Thought it was pretty gory. Thought it had a good score to the murder.
Yep.
Definitely something different like that.
So in a nutshell, before we get into spoilers, the Belko Experiment is filmed in, well, it's supposed to be filmed in Colombia, and I don't even know their exact job. What was their exact job?
Like they were like Belko Industries for the government.
Yeah.
Oh, they helped Americans who came to get American jobs in foreign soil.
Oh, in foreign. That's what it was. Yeah. So it was just kind of them, and like it focused on a woman who, it was like her first day, and then she kind of gets thrown right into the mix of all this shit that happens. And then it's like of course, like you see it from the trailer, like everybody just starts getting killed off one by one. They don't know what to do other than turn on each other. So,
and they're all guided by the voice.
Oh, that's right. There's a voice in the intercom that's just telling them what to do, and no one believes it, of course, at first. And then their heads start blowing off, so they kind of have to, like, you know.
Yeah, they all have tracers in their head, and it was under the guise of.
You would think
for their safety. That's what they thought.
I think that kind of got a little political, because weren't they talking about like Obama trying to do that, like in the beginning?
I don't remember.
I think they were talking about like tracers, like under the skin or something like that, and it would be beneficial because if anybody got kidnapped or whatever, like it'd be easier to find us.
They can find you, and it has all your medical information and all that.
Yeah, but that was definitely insane. I mean, the things that I did like, without getting the spoilers first, is. Yeah, like you were talking about earlier, is the score. Like the score, especially when it came to a lot of the mass killings, it was kind of like the complete opposite. It was like classical music, or like a weird rendition of California Dreaming in Spanish, and that was pretty interesting or different to hear in a movie like that. But it was very reminiscent of Battle. Have you seen Battle Royale?
Mm-hmm.
Battle Royale is like a Japanese movie where it's kind of like they get put on an island, and then they have to all fight against each other, and whoever comes out on top, like, is
victor.
Is the victor. It's kind of like how this one is, and it's a social experiment they talk about at the end. And there's also a movie that came out a couple of years ago called The Experiment with who's that guy that played Ghost Dog, the one that has a lazy eye.
Forrest Whitaker.
It had Forrest Whitaker and Adrian Brody, where they get put into prison, and some of them become guards. And some of them become inmates, so it's kind of like it's kind of like the same type of theme where like you get put into power.
Kind of a what would you do?
What would you do situation? I think for the most part, most people would turn on each other.
Oh yeah,
just go nuts,
on
each other. So
there's one person trying to keep everyone together and work together, and the other ones are basically, do what they say and try to do whatever it is to save their own life. So.
Yeah.
It kind of puts you, makes you think like, what would you do in that situation?
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely, I mean, I know it's like the movie came out about a week and a half ago, but I mean, I would have paid full money for this.
Yeah. It was different.
Yeah.
A lot of movies are just cookie cutter, the same thing, but this is different, and that's what I enjoyed about it.
I think it's more than just a horror. Like, it was like, I mean, it was like a thriller, like a what would you do type thing, but, I thought it was just overall, it was cool. It was badass.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was really gory. A lot of parts were gory, especially a lot of the main actors got killed in really gory ways. So I mean, the things that I liked about it were the score. Some of the main characters were pretty believable. Like, the main guy. You haven't seen 10 Cloverfield Lane, right?
No.
Yeah, so the main guy is, I totally forget the actor's name, but he's from 10 Cloverfield Lane. There's only like 3 actors in that movie, so he's the main guy. and I think he has a rising career because I think this might be only his second movie or third movie, well, that I've seen him in. And then we recognize a couple other people, right?
Yeah, there's a guy from the doctor from The Office.
Oh yeah, no, Scrubs.
Or no, Scrubs and
from
The Office.
Scrubs. Yeah, and
there's a lot of recognizable faces. Like, oh, I know I've seen her. Or
like maybe like little cameos somewhere.
Yeah,
there.
There's a bunch of movies or a bunch of people that I've seen that played like minor roles.
Yeah,
that were in this movie. A lot of people that I recognized, but I couldn't put a name.
Oh, The Walking Dead, the guy from The Walking Dead as well.
Yeah, and the guy he's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
The one with the blue face, Guardians of the Galaxy guy. See, we don't even know these actors. Like, their names because they're all like little cameo people.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, I think it was a really, really good movie. I'd probably give it like a good 8 out of 10.
I'd give it like 7.
Yeah.
I'd definitely tell people to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys like movies like Saw or
yeah, they had that smaller budget movie. But
oh yeah, we noticed that every time they showed the exterior shots,
the CGI
of the Belko building, it was totally CGI, especially like when those metal sheets were coming up, like
yeah, it was almost like
really
they could have totally gone without it, adding it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't really get a building that scale without purchasing it or finding something like that. I mean, I understand it's cheaper, but that just looked really fucking goofy. And then
funny.
Yeah, so I mean, getting into spoilers now. Like, you want to talk about that one kill with the head?
Oh, he goes and snaps a girl's head completely around.
Yeah, I think it was the boss, right? He was the boss of Belko, the main guy,
army guy,
who becomes like the biggest asshole of the movie, and he just goes up to one of the women and just
she's trying to get him to spare her life by taking off her top, and she goes, "I know you want this," and he says, "One less bullet," and snaps her neck in half.
But he rotates her head all the way around 180.
Completely 180
and it
to
looks
the other
so
side.
fake. It looks so fake. Not even a half tilt crack or anything. Completely 180 head. So I mean, that was so ridiculous. But
yeah.
I mean, it was cool to show how like people that were supposedly friends and coworkers and stuff just turned on each other in an instant. Especially like when they started talking about like, I have a family and all this good, all that stuff. And I think my stomach actually started to hurt like when it showed them like all on their knees and like they were shooting people.
Yeah, it was
that
didn't
made me
expect it to be.
No,
it was pretty intense.
I thought something might have had like something was going to intervene that
to stop
scene.
So many killings.
Yeah, but there's a scene where they have to kill 30 people
to save
the lives of like
30.
60. Yeah, to save
Or else if at the end of the 2 hours, if the 30 weren't killed, then the 60 would be
60
killed.
would get killed. And it's just like kind of like a stomach wrenching thing. Like you're just seeing people getting their heads like execution style. So that kind of made me feel weird a little bit.
The whole movie, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, he was like literally just saying "oh shit" the whole time, and then when the woman's head got turned around, he started laughing.
I was the only one laughing in the movie theater.
Yeah, everyone was
quiet.
Everyone was really serious about it, but like
it's take movies, the grain of salt. There's always comedy in these types of movies, I think.
Yeah.
And
And what did you think about the ending?
The ending was pretty good. It definitely changed what I thought was going to happen, and I kind of like that, And it left it open towards another one, I guess you could say, or another world almost,
Yeah. So it's like I kind of didn't see. I mean, they bring in the main character who won the whole Belko experiment or whatever. Last one standing, and then he ends up just turning the tables on them, and then getting out of the situation by killing all these guys that put it on. And then at the end they kind of pan out and they show that this Belko experiment is happening all over the world.
It's all on a bunch of monitors, and there's a bunch of different, you can see like what would be the last people of each one.
It's crazy. It's like
it says end of stage 1, beginning of stage 2 experiment.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. It kind of reminded me of like, do you remember Death Race?
Yeah, that's
Death, where they're kind of like people are like it's supposed to be in the future, and then people are paying to see like live executions and stuff.
Well, that stuff actually exists,
Yeah,
like on the dark web. It's
red
like
rooms and all that.
Like that's
like red rooms.
It's kind of reminiscent of that, I guess. If you think of.
Yeah, I think that's how people think we're going. Like that's the route we're going. Like in the future.
Yeah.
It's like we're just become like all animalistic, and we're going to be paying to watch.
Money,
I mean, there are a very small percentage of people that already do that.
So, I bet, dude.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before the larger scale and everybody starts
gets accepted,
and it becomes more public, But yeah, Belko Experiment, I would definitely recommend. I'll probably pick it up on Blu-ray when it comes out, just to pick up, on stuff that I missed or whatever. But overall, I thought it was a badass movie.
I'd watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely watch it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not really a horror movie, but it's like more like a thriller type. But I think if you're into gore, definitely check it out.
Yeah, definitely gory.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I guess somebody could find that scary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get scared too often, but I think it's more like
I jumped in my seat when the first couple heads started blowing up. Like, it kind of threw me off guard because you think it might be this person, but then it kind of
kind of a lot of switching. I like that. I didn't know what was going to happen until the very end. Even at the end, it got me. So that's cool. Definitely different.
So overall, good movie.
Check it out.
All right, guys. Peace.